For those of you that don't know me, my name's Hutchinson. I've had the privilege of coaching small groups at Victory for about the past 5 years. Started off at Norcross, and then as soon as Midtown opened, moved to Midtown to help launch that and have been leaning in at Midtown ever since. One of the things God has really been speaking to me in this season as we're talking about emancipating greatness is the necessity of letting go of things from the past season in order to have open hands to receive what He has for me in this new season. So many times we kind of want to hold on to what was in the past season until we know what God has for us in store in this next season. It's kind of like, well, I'll give this up when I know what I'm getting. And a lot of times God is calling us to trust Him and saying, hey, no, I need you to let go of what was in this last season and have open hands so that you can receive what's coming next. I know in my life personally, God has been showing me recently, sometimes there's bad stuff from the last season that we need to let go of. And that kind of is common sense for the most part. It's like, yes, that wasn't healthy for me. That fear, that insecurity, bad habits, that stuff has to go. But also what He's been revealing to me is that sometimes there's good stuff from the last season that I need to release and let go of so that I have open hands to receive the new things that He has for me in this season, which are even better. For some of us, that may mean relationships. There may be relationships that were good for you in the last season and were exactly what you needed then, but in this season, don't meet those same needs. And in order for God to send those new people in your life that you need to help you grow and emancipate greatness in you in this next season, you've got to be willing to let go of those old relationships. For some of us, it may be serving. You may have served in an area, in a capacity for quite a while, and that's kind of what you've gotten used to, what you're comfortable with. In this next season, God may be asking you to serve Him in a different capacity or a different area because He's been stretching you, He's been growing you, He's been teaching you some new things, and He wants you to have that opportunity to be able to teach others and serve others. Sometimes it may be financial or physical things. You can see the boxes behind me. I'm actually in the process of selling my house and getting ready to rent an apartment, which sounds like it's backwards, but I know that it's what God is calling me to do. And even learning in that process, there'll actually be a couple weeks where I don't have any furniture, but realizing I needed to be able to let go of what I currently had and not try to hold on to it as a scarcity mentality in order to trust God and what He has for me in this next season and to have open hands in order to receive it. So I want to encourage you today to really pray and think about what are the things that you've been holding on to from the last season that God's asking you to release today so that you can have open hands and be ready and prepared to receive what He has for you in this next season.